I'm here. Good morning. Hello, friends. Am I in focus? It's hard to tell sometimes. Yeah. More or less in focus. It's fine. How's everybody doing today? I'm excited to get into this part of the mix. So I've already done a couple of things with this mix. I can do a little session breakdown for anybody who's interested. I got the drums, I got the guitars and the bass sort of leveled, mostly mixed. I was actually waiting on the vocals, which the vocalist wanted to kind of touch up a little bit before sending over, which he did over the weekend. So I've just dropped them into my session. They're going to sound a little raw, but I'm going to level them in, start kind of getting some saturation in on the growly parts, make the cleans stand out, and then go from there. So if anybody has any questions along the way, by all means, put them in the chat. Yes. So the band, thank you, wifey. So the band is actually friends of mine from Neural DSP. They're based out of Finland, through Chile actually. Gustavo and Carlos, good friends of mine. I worked with them for a couple of years actually with Neural DSP. Super good people. They hit me up a couple of weeks ago. They were interested in getting their next single mixed, and I was more than happy to help out because I like their music. It's definitely like straight ahead metal. It's got some like groovy, like almost Soulfly kind of vibes. Some Meshuggah tossed in there. Some cool shit. So, sorry, I'm also having my morning coffee right now. So, cheers to those who are also partaking. Gus, what's up, dude? Hope you're well, my friend. So yeah, as I said, they are based out of Finland. So right now it's like 7 p.m. their time, I think. Just doing some mind math at the moment. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and drop us into the session and just get going, shall we? All right. So for the most part, the instrumentation is pretty simple. They have, I think they said that this was the Umansky bass. They're using Get Good Drums Invasion set. Pretty nice. I like the sounds of it. So, guitar left, guitar right. I like that they. Oh, just getting home now. Awesome. Yeah. So left and right guitar. They got quad tracks. I think that it's not exactly quad track, but they did do quad tracking guitars, but they did different parts for those second guitars, which I really like because, it's less about just getting like I just need a thick tone. It's like actually layering the different elements of the guitar on top of each other, harmonies, kind of getting some different vibes to it, so which I really like it and I appreciate it. So I'm going to drop down the vocals that I just dropped in. Let's just listen to it. how's the levels out there for you guys? As you can see, I have been doing. They sent me the tracks last week, so I did do some work on this. Do some parallax on the bass, the guitars, mixture of Soldano and Archetype Gojira. Let's see. What do we got? Let's listen to this.
I've been collecting chaos for so many years. Now I am collapsing, and there's no one here. I've been collecting chaos for so many years.
Awesome. Pin Prime's music. What's up, dude? How goes it?
I've been collecting chaos for so many years. Now I am collapsing, and there's...
Thanks, Adam. Much appreciated, my dude. Good to see you as always.
I've been collecting chaos for so many years.
All right, so let's start by EQing the vocals real quick. So they're pretty dark off the bat. I do want to maintain a little bit of like that oomph at the low end, especially because he only has one guttural. So I might use a vocal doubler at some point just to make sure I get that oomph, that body behind the vocals that I want.
I've been collecting chaos. I've been collecting chaos.
Yeah, so that brings up the S's. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to bring in the Shep's Omni channel. This is, I mean, honestly, this is always going to be my go-to. I don't know if any of y'all like this one, but it's so good.
I've been collecting chaos for so many years. Now I am collapsing, and there's no one here.
I like that. All right. So let's, I actually want to do, if I'm going to do that much saturation, I'm going to do it at the end of the chain. So what I'm going to do, let's get some de-essing here first. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try something. I'm going to go dynamics, de-essing, EQ, and then saturation. We're going to do a little something different. First off, 1176 to kind of get some of those peaks down. I mean, like, this looks pretty compressed already. Like, there's not a ton of dynamics. But like you could see on some of these tracks, like there's some dynamics. He's got some louder stuff, some quieter stuff. You know, so I do need to use some compression. So let's start with that 76 I mentioned.
I've been collecting chaos for...
I generally just want this to be catching the most loud parts of the vocals.
I've been collecting chaos for so many years. Now I am collapsing, and there's no one here. Trying to keep myself strong while everything is gone. It feels like never ending. It's time to sell my soul. All
right, so that's fine.
I've been collecting chaos for so many years. Now I am collapsing, and there's...
Cool. Let's get some opto compression going on. Again, some sort of fast attack. A little bit slower release.
I've been collecting chaos for so many years. Now I am collapsing, and there's no one here.
Yeah, just slam it. I got like 8-9 decibels of reduction going, so that sounds pretty good to my ears.
I've been collecting chaos for so many years. Now I am...
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Some de-essing, because that compression really has brought out the S's now. That sound.
I've been collecting
There it is.
Now I am
Two.
for so many. For so many.
Okay.
For so many. For so many years. Now.
Yeah. The thing that I really like, I cannot state how awesome the Shep's Omni channel is, just for the simple fact that you can actually audition the specific frequency bands that you're addressing. So like with this DS, I just like control click and it'll only allow through the audio that it is affecting in that range. Love it. It's the best. So I can really home in on this for so many years, right?
For so many years.
Get between like 3 to 6 dBs of reduction. I mean, you could hit like the little audition button if you don't want to hit control and start, or control click. But I like being able to like control click and then move it as I need to.
For so many years. Now I am collapsing. And there's no one here. Trying to keep myself strong while everything is gone. It feels like never ending. It's time to sell my soul.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Let's hear this in the...
For so many, I've been collecting chaos for so many years. Now I am collapsing, and there's no one here. Trying to keep myself strong while everything...
Is this coming in a little... This feels not quite on time for some reason.
I've been collecting chaos for so many years. I've been collecting chaos for so many years. I've been collecting chaos for so many years. Now I am collapsing, and there's no one here. Trying to keep myself strong while everything is gone. It's time to sell my soul.
There we go. Get a little bit extra. This is probably one of my favorite saturators, is the decapitator.
I've been collecting chaos for so many years. Now I am collapsing.
All right, cool. So now let's start setting up some delays and reverbs. Maybe even an additional vocal doubler. I think that's what's gonna have to happen. Okay, so I got lead effects 1, which I'm gonna make my delays and reverbs. Honestly, one of my absolute favorites to use. Stereo. Let's go ahead. Delays and reverbs. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to, because I like, no, let's do that. Let's try this. Typically, I like to do delays and reverbs separately, but I kind of want the delays to be feeding into the reverb and making that go on a little bit longer. So, all right. And what I'll do is I'm going to do a vocal doubler, kind of like see if I can't spread the vocal doubler left and right, so that way I get additional instances of Carlos's vocals, kind of just to support them. So lead effects 1. Let's call this. Yep. All right. And this.
I've been collecting chaos for so many years. Now I am collapsing, and there's no one here. Trying to keep myself strong while everything is gone. It feels like never ending. It's time to sell my soul. I won't become more. corrupted and lost. I've been collecting chaos for so many years. Now I am collapsing, and there's no one here trying to keep myself strong while every...
I like it. Let's see. Do I have any doublers? Waves doubler. I have no idea what this is, but I'm going to mess around with it. Y'all are going to go on this journey with me. Let's see what this does.
I've been collecting chaos for...
Okay.
I've been collecting chaos for so many years. Now I am collapsing, and there's no one here trying to keep myself strong.
There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I want to get...
I've been collecting chaos for so many years. Now I am collapsing, and there's no one here.
There we go. That's exactly what I was looking for. Okay, cool.
I've been collecting chaos for so...
Because, you know what? I could probably actually do that too with, like, the archetype Petrucci or something like that. You know what? No, that's actually not going to work. Because what that's going to do, if I do ascend from the vocals to the archetype Petrucci, it's going to double that. But if you double it while the original signal is still going, one of those is still going to be like the original signal, and then that'll just collapse to mono. So if I do the doubler, take out the direct signal and just take its doubled left and right vocals, I think that'll get me exactly what I want. So
I've been collecting chaos for so many years.
yeah, you hear that? You hear that width that comes out from his vocals?
I've been collecting chaos for so many years. Now I am collapsing, and there's no one here trying to keep myself strong while everything is gone.
Because ultimately what I really want to do is just make a wall of vocals. I really like, because his, you know, you got this whole lead up where you're wanting the vocals to come in, you know, they're coming in. Like, I want them to just slam the listener.
I've been collecting chaos for so many years. Now I am collapsing, and there's no one here trying to keep myself strong while everything is gone. It feels like never ending. It's time to sell my soul. I want corrupted and lost. I want corrupted and lost. If there is something I own now.
Okay. So, this might be a moment where I need to actually use that doubler again. So, he sent me a clean left and a right. These are on stereo channels, thankfully. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to treat clean left as my center vocal, and I'm going to treat clean right, double it as I have using Archetype Petrucci or the doubler plugin. So that way I get center, left, and right. again, that's just gonna get me a huge kind of vocal sound for it. George, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. He says, Steven, I don't know why only 6 guys watching your stream right now, but I want you to know that you are GOAT. Sorry, GOAT. All capitals. Dude, you're the man. I appreciate it. All right. Oh, I don't have... Can I not double that? Oh, shit. Are these mono tracks? Mono to stereo. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, is that not a... hold on. Can I do that? Nope. Okay, that's just a fake plugin. All right. Okay. What I might do then... Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Let's use the waves doubler again. Doubler to stereo. Oh, let me actually just do this. This is going to make things a whole lot easier for traveling. Process all selected events. Strip silence. It's the best thing to do. Gus, you still in the chat? How's it sounding so far? Making sure I'm not like way off right now.
If there is something I own.
Oh, okay. So this is okay. Here we go. That's what I need to do. I need 2 audio stereo configuration box background. 2 of these add tracks. Awesome. As long as you're happy with it, I'm happy. I'm actually really stoked with the way this is turning out. To be honest, GGD sent me like a whole bunch of their sets, but I've only ever used the P4 because I loaded that up and I was like, that's what I need. So this Invasion kit actually sounds really fucking sick. And also it's kind of nice that this is sort of a lighter session as far as like plugins, like, you know, amp sims and whatnot, that I'm actually just running the plugin as is. So if I need to like go and adjust velocities or anything like that, like I could just do that. But yeah, the Invasion kit sounds sick. All right. So I need you all come down 1. I need grid relative. All right. Delete. Okay. And then this. Okay, so the clean backup left and right. I actually could probably leave those as is. I really only just want to make sure that they have, like, this is a consistent behind the main vocals. This is an added layer. So, okay, I don't think I need that. So let's rename that thing clean background. And then let's go ahead. Let's try the Petrucci again, so that way I can just double it. I don't have to worry about anything getting all weird. Yes.
Through my pain, it seems so pointless when you're blinded. Dig deeper.
Yeah, see, okay. This is the difference between having, so like you got left and right, you know, so.
If there is something I owe now.
Right, and then.
If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain.
Let's I like that sound so much better. I think that's gonna work really, really well for giving a big feeling to this track. All right, so let's start processing these clean vocals. My approach is gonna be relatively similar.
If there is something.
So like you listen to this, a little dark. Not a bad thing, but it's a little dark. I'm gonna brighten this up so that way it stands out in the mix because it's got to fight for everything, you know, it has, you know.
If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain. It seems so pointless when you're blinded. Dig deeper and you will find me. If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain. It seems so pointless when you're blinded. Dig deeper.
Cool. All right. Bring in the sheps again because that is the shit. All right, so let's do a little bit more. I'm gonna do more what I naturally do with this, which is like saturation, EQ, then compression.
If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain. It's so pointless when you're blinded. If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain. It seems so pointless when you're blinded. Dig deeper and you will find me.
All right, again, I mean like 76 plus an opto compressor afterwards is absolutely a killer combination.
If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain. It seems so pointless when you're blinded. Dig deeper and you will find me. If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain. It seems so pointless when you're blinded.
Okay, that sounds good. Some opto compression, a fast attack, relatively slow release. All right.
If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain. It seems so pointless when you're blinded. Dig deeper. If there is something I owe now.
Perfect. Awesome.
If there is something I owe now to myself.
Okay, so there's that. So I'm going to copy and paste the settings to the vocal doubles.
If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain. It seems so pointless when you.
So I need to address plosive.
Through my pain. It seems so pointless.
Yeah, that right there. Yeah, so probably just doing this.
Through my pain. It seems so pointless.
There we go. There it is. 116. Probably got to do that here too.
Through point through 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 my pain.
Actually, I don't think he did it on this one. That's good. That's good. All right, so we got those compressed, sounding pretty good.
Through my pain. Through my
Let's hear.
pain. When you're blinded.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I'm gonna scooch this back just slightly. Because I want that to, like, line up. I want that to, like, hit all at once. Impact.
When you're blinded.
Yeah, that's what I want. All right, let's go ahead and copy the settings over. Link the selected. I want automation read write, yes. Mute solos, insert sends. Yes, okay, all of the above.
When you're blinded.
There we go. Now we are going to copy and paste. Copy send. Paste send. Paste send. Paste send. Paste send.
When you're blinded.
Okay. Now we can... All right. Fun parts. Ugh. Automation. Oops, not that. I don't need to automate that.
I've been collecting chaos for so many years. Now I am collapsing, and there's no one here. Trying to keep myself stuck while it's stone. It feels
you guys probably can't hear that. Oh, I know you can't hear that actually. So what I have is this metric AB setup, so I can kind of keep things, so I can keep perspective as I go along in mixing. So like I check different bands and make sure I actually have several reference tracks that I'm using to make sure I kind of keep perspective while mixing the track. It's, you guys won't be able to hear the tracks because I don't want to get copyright claimed. You know, it is what it is. So. George says, seems to be an MCHC from 2007, 2011 period, but mix doesn't sound like it was taken by VHS camera and garage. Oh, nostalgic feelings kicked in. Dude, I love it, man. Like, because they asked me, and honestly, like, if you're a band and if you're looking to get your tracks mixed by somebody, it's like, you got to ask them, like, is this something that you're actually interested in mixing? Like, is this something you're going to enjoy mixing? And I'm loving this. This is my shit, you know, like, yeah, the metalcore, hardcore stuff, like you said, 2007, 2011, like, I'm digging it. Their other stuff doesn't sound quite like this. Like, there's actually like a pretty good mix of different influences between the different tracks. I'll play some of their, I'll play some snippets from their other tracks. Should be able to hear this. Like, they just got some fucking killer riffs. Like, it's funny because you hear like elements of like they've mentioned like Devil Driver. His vocals actually kind of remind me of like older like Jonathan Davis from Korn, like that, like very like emotive kind of style singing. Like, it's definitely unique and I love it. As I said, like if you're in a band and you're looking to get something mixed by somebody, like make sure that they're actually going to enjoy mixing it. Like, I'm having fun. Like, I'm standing up, I'm moving around. This is actually making me want to like groove and dance with it, which is like what you want. Nice. Yeah. Guitars on Distance sound a little bit like BFW on a latest album, but vocals are so near that American tough guy. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I would encourage, because I mean, the way that we were talking is like they're probably going to be doing like a single a month for like a while. So like if you guys want to follow along, like subscribe to their get on their Spotify, follow them on Spotify, Instagram. Like I have all the links in the description as well. You know, they make some good music, man. I would recommend.
I've been collecting chaos for so many years. Now I am.
Okay. I'm gonna have to get. What am I done with this? Gonna do a little bit of work on this kick. I basically have only done some EQing on the different kick microphones. Let's see. Let's get some steps in here. I'm just noticing that the low end is getting just a little flubby. There we go.
Pain. It seems so pointless when you're blinded deeper, and you will find it. Let's figure this out. I'm still standing here. I better step back and confront my fears. Let's figure this out. I'm still that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain. It seems so pointless when you're blinded deeper, and you will find me. And won't be my last fight. I tested my tolerance. My skin is thicker. Bring it on, bring it on. And won't be the last time we face the same mistakes. When there is nothing to lose, it's nowhere else to find.
That's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Okay, so I think something has to happen for the kicks during that like little fast double bass. Because the that like fast double bass really like builds up on that low end. Right, so that becomes problematic for the low end. So all I really need to do is just automate a Pro MB instance to react to that specific frequency. That. That's not a thing that I wanted to have written with automation. Yeah, so that's motherfucker. That's fine, whatever. All right. Let's pull that back. Make sure that that's back here. Let's just set up our next section. Do I mind that? I don't know if I mind that low end. I do need that to come back on here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. awesome. That sounds pretty good to my ears. I mean, you'd be surprised at how much. Yes. Okay. Great. How much just has to go into automation, especially for a track like this. Like, it's just you got so many elements that are vying for attention and space that if you don't account for them, they're just going to overwhelm everything in your mix. All right. Oh man. Okay, so I'm going for about an hour. I think I'm going to take like a couple of minutes just to like hang out, give my ears a little bit of a rest. Oh, how's everybody doing in the chat? Doing all right? I appreciate the. It's funny you say that. Pin Prime's music says just an idea. You can try some weird phaser kind of effects on the clean vocals. I think it'll bring even more contrast in the mix. I agree. I think I'm gonna mess around with a couple of effects and see how they pan out. Because a phaser, I don't like. I've never been a huge fan of phaser. There's something about the tone of it that I'm not a huge fan of. But I do agree with you that the clean vocals need a little something to stand out. Some effects, something, just to kind of give them a little bit of a spark, a little bit of an edge, a little bit of that like ear candy. So yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate the suggestion. I can never seem to keep track of my cloth that I wiped down my glasses with. Yeah, some vibe. It just needs a little bit of vibe. George has a question. So I also have a question about vocals. Would you try to tune that part for clean vocals? It's maybe not. It depends. It depends on the client, really. Because I don't know if Carlos wants me to touch the tuning on the vocals. Because I can. I do have Melodyne Studio. So I can do some tuning, but I don't know if it's necessarily the style that they want. I mean, like, that's something I'm going to check in with them about and see, you know, because I think some of the notes could be tuned up just slightly. I don't think it sounds bad as is, but I mean, like, ultimately I want to make sure that this production gets the quality and the value that is due to it, you know? Yeah, specifically with the bend, I knew exactly what you were talking about. That like, just to get those to like lock in for that gradual rise, I think it's probably not a bad idea. Jesus, this is what I get for using the wrong cloth. Okay. Yeah, it's not about the tuning, but more about the slight. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. My glasses are. I'm just need. I need my glasses more and more lately, and it's really upsetting. So I'm getting old. Okay, so it's not about the tuning, but more about the slight slide, because it sounds a little bit out of tune. Yeah. I get it. Because like right here, you can hear the phase, the in and out between the two. So I mean, I think I'm going to talk to Carlos about it, because ultimately, again, I want to make sure that I'm, you know, addressing the vision of the band rather than just taking it on myself to like mess with their production. You know, I think as a mix engineer, like, that's something that we need to make sure that we are delivering what the artist wants, even if it's something that I feel that the track might need. You know, that's always something you need to make sure that you're addressing with the artist first. Yeah, I know that feel. Worst part about the glasses is to clean them. It is. It's that moment where you're like looking through and you're like, there's like a star field in front of my eyes because of all the dust, you know? Oh yeah, I see the glasses in the picture. That's funny. But yeah, so like, it's something that I want to address. I want to I want to make sure this track is perfect, but also I need to make sure that I'm addressing, like, delivering the product that the artist wants. So that's something I'll need to address with Carlos. Otherwise, I think it's great. Yeah. Has anybody else got any questions, comments, concerns? Oh, okay. So, the drums. I'm going to listen to the drums again. I want to see if I can't pull a little bit more out of them, either through some compression or saturation. I do have the kick and the snare going to a parallel saturation, parallel compression bus, using this talkback limiter. It's so good. Love this thing. It is destruction. I can only use just like a little bit because it's aggressive. You know what I could use on this, on the parallel compressor, is maybe like a what's a transient shaper? Transient shaper. Yeah, let's try that. I've actually been digging this little kilohertz transient shaper as of late. It's pretty cool. Right? I want that body afterwards. Like, it's very, very subtle, but it's bringing out a little bit more of that like mid-range. Because right now I have the snare going to a snare verb, which is the H verb from Waves, and then I also have it being sent to like the talkback limiter, which is giving like that compression and saturation. I have this instance of Pro Q kind of shaping that after the fact. Otherwise, it'd be a little unruly. And then just to elongate that, get a little bit more sustain. Got that going. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, cool. Got the rooms under control. That sounds pretty sweet. I'm sending them through an instance of FabFilter Saturn, which is just kind of mangling the tone. So that way you get that compression and added harmonics. Sounds pretty cool. Kind of control that with the FabFilter Saturn. I think it might pull that back just slightly. Sounds pretty good. Let me see if maybe getting some clipping in here might serve us as well. I think it's fine. It doesn't necessarily need clipping. I feel like I got enough compression going already. So, here we go. Make sure okay. What are we doing?
There's no one here trying to keep myself stuck. Why let
Okay, there we go. There was something kind of bothering me in there. I didn't know what it was. Let's get rid of these because I don't need them. There's something there. Not quite digging it. The Claro is one of my favorite EQs just for that. I don't know, I don't know if there's many mixers out there, but Pro Q is great. I love Pro Q3. It's fantastic, but there's some things that it just doesn't do super well. And occasionally I find that it really doesn't do well at addressing those like resonant frequencies, especially in high gain guitars. Like I was kind of struggling there for a minute trying to figure out what the fuck that scratchy like thing was bothering me. But like I love Claro because it'll show you where those resonant frequencies are, or at least where the potential for them to be are, right? So like if you click and hold down on the band, it'll show you where they are, like where it is perceiving them to be. You don't want to address all of them because you're going to end up like just kind of killing the presence of your tone, but it's going to give you an idea of where you can look, a suggestion almost, yeah. So this like 4,500 hertz, yeah, it was just like that. It's just scratching at my eardrums. It's probably because it's kind of addressing like between that 4K and 6K, let's see, is this 6K? 5,300, never mind. But it's just addressing this like really kind of like screechy kind of section that was really just bugging my ears for a bit. So let's just make sure we're level. So I like. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Oops, I think I might have accidentally changed my OBS. Okay, so we're good. We're good. What was I just thinking? Okay, I need to adjust edit linked group settings. Okay, so automation read write, that is correct. Because I want to. Yes. Maybe not. I do want to take down a little bit of the low end. Sure. So what I'm going to do now is work on the automation with these guitar parts. Because the left, or like the first pair of guitars and the second pair of guitars are doing some different things, and I just want to make sure that I'm getting these right. Yeah, so I think Okay, so it's okay. I keep coming back to the vocals. I keep just getting distracted because I'm like, I want to do something with these, and I don't know what. So I keep thinking about it, and then I'm like, no. Stick with the guitars. I have that problem where I just like bounce back and forth between issues, and I'm like, I leave things like unfinished. It's my ADHD. I do think one thing I need to make sure of, I'm going to put up an instance of track spacer. My brain was just like, what are you thinking of? Because I want to have the vocals, lead vocal bus, I want this sent to new side chain. I've been collecting chaos for so many years. Now I am collapsing, and there's no one here. Trying to keep myself strong while everything is gone. It feels like never ending. It's time to save my soul. I want Okay, that's a good place to start. Let's get this. If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain. It seems so pointless when you're blinded deeper, and you will find it. Also, I think I need to affect this first part of the vocals different than the last part, because it's like the register change in vocals makes it so it's like the first part is darker than the second part, right? So you sing higher, your frequency range is going to shift up, right? So like if I pull up Fab Filter, if there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain. It seems so pointless when you're blinded. Right, so you can see like the shift. So it's hanging out in low mids, and then it goes up because of his change in pitch. You know, it's a timbre change as well. So I'm going to take a quick break because I need to pee. Been going at about a hour and a half now. So I'm going to I'm gonna quick break, and I'll be right back in just a moment. All right, I'll be back. I am back. Once more onto the breach. Okay. So I'm feeling pretty good about this thus far. Okay, let's just work with what we got. And what I mean by that is that my brain keeps telling me you need to address the vocals, because I want to make sure the vocals are super solid by the end of the session. So what I want to do is I'm gonna set up a vocal throw for a couple of these, like, you know, oomph moments. I want to do. Let's do. Whoops. Corey Wong. Tube saturation, fast, low pass, high pass. Because what I want is especially for like these O's, I want like an O, like I want that like long throw, and I'll automate that send over to them. And I'm going to try and do this with the Corey Wong, I think probably single, I think. Quarter notes, mix that at 100. Decay. So let's see what happens here. Let's ascend, we can go lead effects.
What beer? I want. I want beer. I want. I want beer.
666. No, damn it. Fuck, my eyes deceived me. I was going to be like 666 milliseconds, but it's 686. I got really excited for nothing. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, that's something that I want to, okay, so let's automate. Let's automate this fucking vocal throw.
It's time to sell my soul. I want.
Maybe a little bit brighter. just so it cuts through. I want it to be noticed at least.
It's time to sell my soul. I want.
Yeah. Bring the volume down just slightly.
It's time to sell my soul. I want.
Yeah, there we go. Something like that.
It's time to sell my soul. I want.
Yes, that's what I wanted. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead. And again here, let's go ahead and bring that up to 0. Doesn't matter too much if it's like around 0 or exactly at 0. Like, I think everything else is gonna take care of that. Yes, I do need something here. Just a little something, little pepper, little spice.
If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain. It seems so pointless when you're blinded. Dig deeper and you will find me. If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain. It seems so pointless.
Never got micro shift to work well for me.
If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain. It seems so pointless when you're blinded. Dig deeper.
Okay. Still haven't. All right. Good enough. Modulation. What about this? Modulator. Wonder.
If there is some.
I don't need him to sound like a Dalek.
If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and...
What if I were to automate sort of a lo-fi sound for the first part of this? So that way, because I remember they did this on one of their other tracks. So they, I wonder if I have a lo-fi plugin. Lo-fi space. I don't know. So I also got like the like a big ass waves pack like a couple of months ago. So I have no idea what I have in here sometimes. And this is, we're going on an adventure today.
If there is something I owe now to myself,
That sounds pretty cool, actually. So we got the echo, the reverb. That sounds like hot garbage, but all right.
If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain, it seems so pointless. If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and...
Sorry, that was great. All right, I'll keep that one in mind. That's possible. Do I have any other lo-fi? No, lo-fi. Retro-fi. What is retro-fi? Another interesting one. All right.
If there is something I owe now. If there is something I owe.
Wow, nope.
If there is something I owe now to myself.
I don't like. Ew, yeah, I hate that.
If there is something I owe.
All right, fuck it. I'm just gonna create my own lo-fi kind of sound. It's not that hard to do. Okay, so I'll just have to make a couple of plugins. So let's start with some sort of EQ. Pro Q, fine.
If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain, it seems so pointless when you're...
And then we get something like the... Let's do Devil Lock. Devil Lock Deluxe. Let's hear what this one sounds like. Because this is going to just crush and darken up the tone really nicely.
If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain, it seems so... If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain, it seems so pointless when you're blinded. Dig deeper.
Okay, nope. Let's do something else. Distortion. What about Fab Filter Saturn?
If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain, it seems so pointless when you're blinded.
See what it sounds like in the mix. Okay, I think we're on the right track. I think giving him a little bit of the that like lo-fi distorted kind of sound is probably the way to go.
If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and
So and then we go ahead and write some automation with this guy and this guy.
Corrupted and lost. If there is something I owe now, tell myself that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain.
You know what actually would be easier than writing automation? Let us do something simple. I like simple. Do you like simple? I like simple. Let's duplicate the track. I think if I keep everything else.
And walk through my pain. It seems so.
Yeah, right there. So we'll do that. Boom, boom.
Let's figure this out. I'm still standing here. I better step back and confront my fears. Let's figure this out. I'm still standing here. I better step back and confront my fears. If there is something I owe now, to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain.
There we go. Perfect. Okay, so
If there is something I owe now, to myself, that chance to.
There we go.
If there is something I owe now, to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain. It seems so pointless when you're blinded.
Wow, okay. Maybe I'll do that for. Okay. This is what we do. We mess around with this and we figure it out.
If there is something I owe now, to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain. It seems so pointless when you're blinded. Dig deeper and you will find it. Let's figure.
Guitar. Send to this. And then let's go ahead and write some automation.
Let's figure this out. I'm still.
Did that work? I hope it worked. Yes. Okay. Mm-mm.
Let's figure this out. I'm
I think actually like kind of making the clean vocals more lo-fi than clean vocals. I think that might be the vibe I'm kind of going for. I mean, obviously, I think I'm going to run this by Carlos, but I think that kind of like sets them in the pocket better than just the regular cleans. I don't know. Oh, shit. My mouse is about to die. Hold on.
If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes. Let's figure this out. I'm still standing here. I better step back and confront my fears. Let's figure this out. I'm still standing here. I better.
Yeah, I feel like the saturation, that sort of lo-fi-ish, really does like do something to it that I like. I'll have to check in with Carlos and see what how he feels about it. Because I think as is, like his vocals are good, but they like, I want to create a vibe for this track. I want to make sure that it's like, again, you got like I love the gutturals to this. They sound great, but you go from the gutturals to the clean, and it's like it's almost too jarring of a distinction, because his vocals are not like the typical like Howard Jones kind of vocals, right? Like or you know, they're not like the cleanest of vocals. So I think they need that grit to get him to like fit with the genre. I might also do something different for the vocals, or at least the level of vocals too.
If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain. It seems so pointless when you're blinded. Dig deeper and you will find me. If there is something I owe now to myself, that chance to open my eyes and walk through my pain. It seems so pointless when you're blinded. Dig deeper and you will find me. Let's figure this out. I'm still standing here. I better step back and come from my fears.
I got addicted to beat myself up, running towards light. No one remembers your footsteps. All that I know now is deluded and gone. Absorbed by my own darkness. Can't wait to breathe.
Right. I don't know. I feel like that's a decent spot to kind of call it for this afternoon. I want to check something. Just want to make sure that this guitar down here is. Yeah, just want to make sure the lead guitar is kind of pushing down the rhythm guitars just a little bit. Gives them a little bit of the same space to work in between. So I think that's a good place to call it for today. It's about 11 a.m. right now, so I'm going to start thinking about lunch really quickly. Yeah, I'm going to work on these some more in the next coming days. Thanks everybody for hanging out. This has been a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to where this mix is going to keep going from here. So I think I figured out where the clean vocals are going to sit with, you know, having sort of that lo-fi sound on the main layer. I'm liking the way that the gutturals sound, like they sound aggressive in your face, not too washed out because I want them to be, you know, not clashing with everything else. So not a whole lot of delay reverbs. George, it's my pleasure, man. I definitely want to make the live mix Monday a little bit more of a regular thing. So, yeah, we're definitely going to do this. Yeah, Gus, I appreciate you hanging out. Hopefully it sounds great. Hopefully you're happy with it. Honestly, if you have any feedback on where I took Carlos's vocals, always welcome for feedback on that. I think I got them sounding pretty decent where it's at. Yeah, thanks, George. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll probably do another one. I don't know if it's going to be this week. This week is going to be pretty hectic with some filming on Thursday and Friday. I got a couple of edits to do in the next couple of days too. So if anything, I'll do another stream next week on Monday. I'll do some more work on this one at the very least. I want to actually start getting this mastered soon. I actually haven't done any of the mastering. This is just the mix. So hopefully we'll be getting that done pretty quick. So thanks, Pin Prime's Music. I appreciate you all hanging out. This was a ton of fun. I'm glad so many people came by. I know, George, I want more people, but I'm happy to have the people that are here anyway. So, yeah, with that, we'll go ahead and call it a day. I'll go ahead and switch over here. Time to sign off. So, I love you guys. Thanks for all the support. As always, you all are great. And we'll just go ahead and catch you all on the next stream. See ya.